this is something that I want to maybe use, like just have red, yellow, and green paper on each table. And then as they're working, you know, if they're a little bit unsure, they could put a yellow on their piece of paper. Or if they're like totally stuck without being like, they could just put a red down there and just kind of, you know, so you can visually just kind of handle the class like that. Idea. I thought that was a pretty cool idea too. Not mine personally.
Are you taking these or can we keep these?
No, you can keep them.
I'll just write them.
Yeah, I'll probably take a picture of them just so I can kind of have evidence. But yeah, that's great. Okay, so now that you guys have your exit ticket, then, depending on the answers received from the pre-assessment, formative assessment, or exit ticket, you will need to create some differentiation for that particular evidence outcome. Most evidence outcomes cover kind of the middle ground of all those proficient kids. So, how do we access the kids not quite at the level of the evidence outcome, or make an extension for the kiddos who are already proficient? We differentiate! Yay! Yeah. So, again, this is the same FEO that I had shown earlier, and then I have 3 different examples of that FEO. So basically what characteristics and expressive features of art and design are, they're the elements of art. They're line, shape, color, texture, form, value, all these, you know, the building blocks. So for this, what I chose was I started with below because I thought that would be the easiest way. Students will gather around the elements of art poster, which is on my board. I would take that down and put that right here. Then they would also have the pictures and the definition showing. They will be able to, they will be given labels of all the elements of art and will be able to label each element of art in a painting. So in like a professional artist painting, not necessarily their neighbors, because sometimes that can get a little foggy, but just showing the concrete evidence that they understand like, oh, I see in that painting that is a line. So then they would show line right there. And we would kind of work, I would work with them. Okay. Then people who are, the kids who are proficient, they will trade artwork with their neighbor. This is, I'm kind of thinking this would happen after we had just finished like a big painting. And then they will trade artwork with their neighbor, use sticky notes to label each of the elements of art on their neighbors, and then kind of trade back and talk about it. For an extension, for students who totally know this, who come into class knowing it, they'll be asked to label all of the elements of art, just like the proficient students. Then they will be asked to identify the elements of art not used and how to incorporate one or two of those not used. So kind of taking it to the next level. So on these sheets that I have for you guys, you want to start with your foundational evidence outcome or your skill, and then you kind of want to, you know, sometimes it's easiest to write down, you know, the proficient level, like the lesson that you would obviously do. Then you can take it down a level or take it up a level. And so that's what I want you guys to work on next. Okay. Thank you. Any questions?
No.
Okay. Thanks. I also feel like the exit tickets could be used, they don't have to be a pre-assessment, they don't, like, you can kind of interchange differentiation and them, but I feel like they really kind of go hand in hand, so you don't have to do it in this order, but just some thoughts. I am so sorry that I didn't communicate with you. I wasn't sure, like, if since Kristen was gone, like, if we were just on our own or what, but we were kind of, I don't know.
I was looking at the agenda and said, Karen will lead the meeting, so I was just like, yes.
Awesome. And then, of course, yep, we're up here.
This is good.
Okay.
Do you guys want to meet next time, though, in Kristen's room?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep, back to normal next time. Yep, absolutely.
Okay.
Hi. Do you need something?
Yeah, we need, so remember the papers that you got, my group?
The paper, yes.
So we need 2 more.
2 more pieces?
Yes.
Was it just the 12 by 18 inch paper? Okay, no problem. Is anybody else going to be wanting some? Della, it's good to see you. Oh my gosh, I just realized I haven't seen you in
Right, she's
forever.
back, yeah.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
Okay, I'm going to give you three just in case somebody else needs one. Okay?
She was in Guatemala?
You're very welcome.
Well, I don't know, but she's been gone a long time.
She's been in a bunch of different countries.
Yeah, they were
Was it
traveling.
Guatemala?
I think so. Oh my gosh.
Just how
Oh my gosh.
quick
What-
I am. I didn't even.
What'd you
I
say?
looked at her and I didn't even make that connection.
Oh, I know. I was just like, hi, Della. Oh, yeah, I
that's
haven't
kinda
seen
how
you
it
in
was,
3
too.
months. Yeah, hi.
Salter's back too, guys.
It's what?
Daniel Salter's back too.
Yep.
I saw
Today.
that.
Okay.
Did they
Like a
try?
yin yang, we get Della and
Uh-huh,
back at the same time.
Yeah. Maybe we should have them work together. Maybe. Did he go to California?
I think for a while.
Okay. They tried it
We'll
out.
get the whole story later.
So how are we doing?
Pretty good.
Good? Okay, good. Anne, how are you feeling?
I'm good.
Okay, good.
Spell acronym.
This is actually what I'm doing
Acronym.
next week. so it's good.
ACRONYM.
Yeah.
N,
So I thought,
maybe. Yeah, something like that. That's great. Good. I was hoping that this could be something that you guys would actually like use. Thanks, Kaya. Mike working hard. Mr. Tanaka, our principal, and Miss Ann working hard.
Video.
Huh?
Video.
Uh-huh.
Cool.
Yep, it's for my class. Had to lead a professional development, so
This is true. It's a professional development, all right?
yeah, I hope so.
This is really good stuff.
Oh, good. I hope so.
Because that what now piece is like so critical to making sure you don't just write it down and then move on.
Right. And even after interviewing some teachers here, remember the interview that I conducted with you last week or the week before spring break? A lot of teachers use common assessments, but they don't, or formative assessments, but then I feel like everybody kind of gets stuck after that. Like, well, I already know what my next step is going to be, but I don't have time to change it, you know? And so I feel like there's got to be like an easier way.
Yeah, if it's not formative assessment, this is being used for some other purpose.
Right,
Yeah.
right. So it seems like more like a lot of teachers are using formative assessments as summative assessments. Just kind of seeing where kids are and then just kind of like, well, some of them got it, some of them didn't,
Oh,
so
well,
let's just
yeah.
move on. Yeah. Okay, Anne.
All right.
So what you got?
That was a hard FEO to differentiate around.
I
Yeah.
don't think so.
Okay.
Okay,
I
so.
mean, I've done the first piece with them. I had them self-assess already, and then I've had them do a little practice. But you know, there's always those kids that aren't there.
Absolutely.
And then it's 2 weeks before we get back, or longer, since we have testing going on.
Yeah. Yep. So that's
It's
that's
a long
tough.
time between, so they'll forget.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So you'll gather students together, have them sit in front of the computer, and show them the steps.
And I always start with little kids that way. These
Oh,
are
okay.
second graders.
Okay. I will then have them practice on their own while offering assistance. So would this be a small group, or would this be the whole class, like kind of
You
a
know what,
reminder?
since I probably would do the whole class to begin with because it's been a while since
Yeah.
we had a chance to do it. But
Yep.
normally, if it's been a short time, I would probably just gather kids that had missed it, or
Okay.
it just depends on the group.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
because we've had spring break and we've had testing, I probably will do this with the whole group
Gotcha.
because it's been
Yeah.
who knows how long.
Yep, just kind of a good refresher.
Mm-hmm.
And then, okay, so then proficient students begin to work on a template that allows them to incorporate the skills into their projects.
I have a little project for them to do. where
Uh-huh.
It's just like all about me. They fill in their name and
Yeah.
their family and eventually put in pictures.
Oh,
but
okay.
Not to begin with. That would
And
be
then
next.
individually, okay, to show tools as clip art. So even the below kids, do you think they'll make it to the clip art
You
part?
know, I did this with third grade at
Yeah.
the beginning of the year.
Uh-huh.
Some kids did, some did not. But by now, they all know how to use it. But at that particular time,
Right.
we didn't all get there. But we all got font, color, size.
That's good. That's good. So they got the basics, and
By
then
now they know. but
clip art would definitely be kind of the kind of extension. Okay. Okay.
Especially for these second graders.
Awesome. Okay, that's great. Now, what if you're on what if you're kind of doing these skills and then you still have students not working? Do you ever do like small group work?
Typically, I do individual work in the
Yeah.
computer lab.
Because that's kind of how
typically.
your room is set up. Okay, perfect. So then you would kind of like go to those kids. Awesome. And maybe
I do
those
like
those
this.
colors
That's
would
a
be
good idea.
because you could even just have them like put it on the be like, okay, we're gonna check in. Let's do a color check.
Right.
And then you could have them, and then all the yellows and the reds. You could even be like, okay, yellows and reds come over to this computer. Greens keep going. That's great though.
Okay,
Good
I like
job,
this
Ann.
idea.
Okay, Mr. Bork. Let's see here. Okay, so here's the exit ticket. Oh, okay, so they would fill in the rest of
right,
those.
there's some that would be filled and some would be blank.
Yep.
Some would have opportunities where some are filled.
Okay.
Or the whole thing's blank.
Perfect.
Or sometimes it's all filled.
Okay.
We have to go on. But
Oh, okay. So then students will place themselves in front of a poster with keywords explaining the rules. They will be given the acronym as well as the keywords for the definition. Students will be prompted to then explain which each element would look like in their class. Okay. So when you say the elements,
so it's
are they
more
part
so
of the...
the acronym.
Oh, okay.
What each one of
Yeah.
those looks like as it
Gotcha.
applies to the class. Maybe they don't know what that is, but given the word responsibility, what does responsibility look like in PE?
Gotcha.
What does
Okay.
purpose look like when we come in for PE? Or as far as effort, what does effort look like?
Okay.
And we'd have to go and explain or pick peers that are demonstrating that.
Awesome. Okay. So kind of, yeah. I like that. I think peer-to-peer work is really good. Okay, once the exit ticket's completed, trade papers with a partner, review answers together, discuss what each element of our rules may look like. Okay.
So, it's like
So again,
it's pretty much
peer-to-peer
peer review,
work.
But once they've completed that, this would be essentially blank
Uh-huh.
for that group. And
Okay.
it'd be their job to fill the whole thing and then check with the partner.
Okay. So then check in with peers and review answers just like this, right? Like hit the proficient
Right.
and then have the students create a transition element where they can determine how to transfer these rules, guidelines outside of the classroom to other parts. Nice, of life's activities. So making connections and showing that, like all of this goes
Can be applied
beyond
to many different
PE.
elements, absolutely.
Awesome. That's great. Will you use that?
This is something I'll do at the beginning of the year, absolutely.
Oh, okay.
Like, this
Okay.
is awesome.
Oh, okay.
And this has got me thinking more about this now, of how to set up my exit slips a little more, not just have the same slip, but have 3 different variations of it.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
that's awesome, though. That's something I can definitely do very easy.
Okay.
Awesome. And then I just
Good.
clicked out just writing it. It was like, wow, this makes a lot of sense.
Right? It's kind of like when I was doing this for the first time, I was like, okay, well that's like the proficient one's easy, and then I'm like, well, what do I do? Because
Right.
we are differentiating all the time, but it's a lot of times it's not very in like a very structured way. So I think that's great. And then I believe that I already did that. Shoot, sorry. Messed up my PowerPoint. Activity time, we just did that. And then thank you for your time. I hope this PD exit tickets and differentiation can help you in your classroom.
Absolutely.
Do you guys have any questions for me? Sorry.
Oh, this is great. This is
So
a great
we're
little
getting
template and way of
recorded.
thinking. For
Okay,
every
good.
class as well.
Awesome.
This can be used on a daily basis.
Okay.
And I've tried doing it, tell me one thing on the way out.
Yep.
And inevitably, somebody takes so long
I
that
know.
the last one's, I'm like, come on, tell me what that
I know. I
And
know.
I hate that.
I know.
So it's better just have them do it on paper and hand it to me.
Yes. Because I
It takes a little more
especially
time, but it's great.
with
I
our
think it takes less time, maybe.
you know what? Because exit tickets might take less time because they're on paper, and if they just have their name and then a smiley face or whatever, then you can just be like, got it, don't got it. Because I think especially in our positions, we need like quick, easy, formative ways to
Yeah.
understand,
Yeah.
to see who gets it and who does not.
Right.
That was like with Treadway's class when I was teaching them migration, and they were talking about footballs migrating across the football field, and I'm like, oh dear, okay, we're way off. And so like I collected all of their rough drafts as kind of an exit ticket, and I threw out that lesson and then started again next time because I think maybe 2 people out of the whole class got it.
Got it.
And so if I would have moved on, we wouldn't have gone anywhere. So it's, I think that like little written pieces are actually pretty pretty handy.
Yeah.
Unless you have something there to like check off or something, because it's
Yeah.
hard just getting words and then you're like,
I do a
oh,
check-off list too.
you know. So
But I
okay, I'm
just
gonna
have to
add.
redo it because some